It's no secret that the fastest way to earn credit card points is by applying for new cards, meeting the minimum spend required, and unlocking a huge welcome bonus. Simply earning 3, 4, or 5 times points on all of your purchases cannot match the power of consistently signing up for new cards. For example, let's take the Capital One Saver 1, the Chase Sapphire Preferred, and the American Express Platinum card. You will see that all 3 of these cards and many other cards on the market will offer you a welcome bonus for meeting a certain minimum spend threshold to unlock a huge amount of points. But of course, there is a time constraint, typically 3 or 6 months that you have to meet this minimum spend required. So in this video, I want to talk to you about the 25 elite ways that I have found to meet your spending requirement to unlock the huge welcome bonus. Way number 1 is going to be pay rent with your credit card. This is not going to be popular among everybody because you are typically going to be charged a fee anywhere from 2 to 3% to pay with a credit card if your landlord even accepts them. But this has been great for me because I know the 2 or 3% transaction fee is not going to be a huge deal when I'm getting a 20 or 30% return on spend for my cards for meeting that minimum spend required. And way number 2 is pretty similar to that, and it is to prepay your rent. So if you are in a time crunch and you don't think you can hit that minimum spend required before those 3 months or 6 months are up on your new card, well, you can most likely prepay your landlord, and then you can spend like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 right there in one transaction, and then that will solidify your welcome bonus. But of course, not everybody is a renter. And so way number 3 I just recently found is that some people can pay their mortgages with a credit card. I saw a few people talking online about how you can use a service like Plastic. They accept MasterCards, and then you can pay your mortgage through them in a lot of situations. And I haven't tried this myself because I am just a renter, but I can see how you can spend a lot of money on a credit card for doing this. Maybe you want to work towards paying off your mortgage early. You could put $10,000 or $15,000 on one transaction on a credit card, and that would be a lot better than paying directly out of your bank account, especially if you're working towards a huge welcome offer. Of course, at any point during this video, if you feel inspired to apply for a new card, I would highly recommend checking out the links in my description, because doing so, there's referral links and affiliate links, and that would be a huge way to support the channel. So I thank you for doing that. Number 4 is going to be prepaying for your electricity. I pay my utilities with a company online, and whether you have a bill of $50 or $500, you can overpay for that month's utilities, and that will be credited to your next monthly payment. And so I just tested this out a month or 2 ago with my company, and I had a bill of around like $70, and I decided to pay $100 on my new credit card. Once I made the payment, it said that I owed them negative $30, and so that was just credited to me in the next month, and I had to pay $30 fewer when my next payment happened. You can do the same thing with your internet bill, and that is going to be number 5 on this list. I'm assuming that a lot of people can just prepay for their internet. Maybe you can even get on a yearly plan where you just pay it all up front, and so you don't have to worry about it for the next 12 months. I looked into doing this. I haven't actually done it for myself yet, but it is something that feels possible to me, and so that could be great for a lot of people, because I know that sometimes if you have internet and phone and cable and all that wrapped up into one company, it can get pretty expensive, and you can make multiple payments on that on your credit card in one go. Number 6 is going to be give your card to a family member. Maybe you don't have a whole lot of purchases coming up, but they do. Well, maybe you can give your card to your family member, and you have to make sure you actually trust them, because you don't want them to go crazy on this, but they can pay for their purchases. You can work towards your minimum spend, and they can get everything they need, and then they will pay you back. That's assuming that they'll actually pay you back, but you wouldn't want to do this with anybody that you don't trust. And number 7 is going to be similar, and that is to add them as an authorized user. Of course, this is pretty similar because it'll still show up as payments on your account, but as long as they pay you back, it's okay. And if you add them as an authorized user, a lot of times you can set a spending threshold that they cannot go over, and so you have a little bit more power with it if you add them as an authorized user, but they'll still count as earning you credit card points. Number 8 is that you can prepay for your vacations. And remember, when you are making your payment for this hotel stay that isn't going to happen for a couple of months, make sure you get one that is refundable in case anything happens. And the same with airlines. There's going to be a lot of times where these are not refundable, but a lot of award tickets on domestic airlines are refundable if you pay with points. You just pay the taxes and fees on a credit card, and maybe you don't end up taking that flight that you booked 8 months from now. Well, that's okay. You can cancel it and then get a refund that way. But make sure to check the airline's policy on which airlines actually refund you all of the points and taxes and fees. Number 9 is to pay for group purchases. So let's say you go out to dinner with 5 of your closest friends. Well, maybe you want to pick up the bill for the entire table, as long as you make sure that everybody is going to pay you back for everything that they ordered at the dinner. Well, you can get a ton of credit card points for doing so, and it can help you reach your welcome bonus. In a similar way, number 10, you can pay for company purchases as long as they are going to reimburse you. And if you work for a company, I would hope that they would reimburse you for the purchases that you made for the company. Whether this is a travel purchase, office supplies, or food purchase, make sure that the company has approved it to be reimbursed, and you can use your personal credit card and then get those points and then also get the money back to you. Number 11, you can donate to charity. This is something that I do month after month with my church. I go into my church's online portal, put my credit card information in there to set up as a monthly recurring donation, and then I just use my welcome offer card month after month. Whatever bonus I'm working towards, I'll just use that card, also pay the fees, and I've donated to my church every single month. Number 12, if you've recently bought a new phone, maybe they would have stuck you with a monthly payment plan to pay it off in the next 2 or 3 years. That is something that they did to me when I bought my new iPhone, and I didn't really want to pay it off monthly for 2 years. It didn't really seem like something that I loved doing. So what you could do is you could go into their online payment portal and you can just pay off your phone early and use a credit card to do so. That is a huge expense that can help you get a ton of points on your card. Or what about subscriptions like Amazon, streaming services, Disney annual passes? All of those can go on a credit card, and sometimes you can switch your monthly subscriptions to annual subscriptions to save you money, and you can pay more upfront to help you work towards a welcome offer. Number 14, you can buy extra home supplies like toilet paper, paper towels, I don't know, anything else that your family might need. You can pay for a lot of this up front. You can buy the giant 20-pound bags of rice that you're going to use over the course of a year. Anything like that, small things will add up to make sure you're earning the most credit card points. Number 15, you can pay your self-employment estimated quarterly taxes. Now, I know this won't apply to everybody, but it is something that I am planning on doing once I make more money from this YouTube channel and my business. I will have to make tax payments every single quarter, and you can definitely put tax payments on a credit card. I just recently did this when I paid my federal taxes in April, and that is going to be at number 16. You can pay for your federal income taxes. If you want less money taken out of your regular paycheck from your job, you will have to pay more in taxes at the end of the tax year, but that is okay because for the payment processors through the IRS, you will pay a fee of under 2%, and you can use a credit card to make that payment. And that is what I did, and I'm so happy that I earned a welcome offer for a new card that I signed up just for paying those taxes. Number 17, you can buy fee-free gift cards from Staples or Office Max. I wouldn't recommend just buying Visa or MasterCard gift cards with their fees that they have, because sometimes they can be like $10, sometimes more, but they do run promotions at Staples and Office Max where you can get these Visa and MasterCard gift cards for completely fee-free. So a $200 gift card will cost you $200. In the same way, number 18, you can buy Amazon gift cards. I might like this a little bit better just because of how much money I spend at Amazon, and it is all digital, so I don't have to worry about accidentally losing a physical gift card somehow. This can be nice for a lot of people that shop at Amazon, and I might want to do this one at some point in the future. Number 19, you can buy electronics. This is definitely something that I have done. I mean, I had to buy this camera that I'm talking to right now. I've had to buy the tripod, the camera batteries, all the lighting in here. I've had to buy electronics just for my business, but also I'm sure a lot of people have different electronics that they love, like their personal laptop or other things like that, where some of these things are pretty pricey, and so you might want to put it on a card that you're working towards a welcome offer for. And now number 20, and yeah, I've had to do this one pretty recently: car repairs. Sometimes you might have car repairs that are over $500, $1,000, $2,000, and yes, of course, you can earn the standard 1 or 2 times points on your credit cards for paying for those car repair purchases, but you can also earn a nice welcome bonus with this one. And so I did have to replace my brakes recently on my old car, and that was $900 right there. It was a full replacement with a whole bunch of stuff, and then my car ended up breaking down anyway, and I had to get a new car, so that was an expense that definitely hurt, but I'm at least glad that I earned a welcome offer for that. And number 21, this is related to that, you could purchase a new car from a dealership. Now, a lot of dealerships will not let you just pay for the full car on a credit card, but sometimes they'll let you pay a down payment with a credit card. So sometimes maybe it's $2,000, $3,000, or maybe even $5,000 that they will let you put on a credit card. And this is something I should have done, but I didn't do it because I didn't think about it at the time when I was buying my car at a dealership. Because if you already have the down payment sitting in your bank account, you could just pay off that full credit card expense right there as soon as you make the purchase from the dealership, and that would be an amazing way to hit a welcome offer faster. Number 22 also has to do with cars. You probably want to pay your car insurance in lump sum payments every 6 months. It's probably cheaper to do it that way when you pay it all up front for the 6 months, or maybe you're even able to do it for a full 12 months. This is something I always do because the car insurance, man, it's just a huge payment that is annoying to spend money on, but it can also be used to put that spend on a new car. And now number 23, I have professional fees in this one, whether you need to pay an accountant, maybe a lawyer, maybe you just want to spend money on YouTube memberships or super chats or things like that. Anything that may help you out professionally, something that you have to do, well, you can just put that on a credit card. And now these last two are some of my favorites, and I can't wait to share them with you. Number 24 is to buy miles and points with your new cards. I would not recommend you just buy any miles and points out there. You have to be strategic with this one, but 2 programs that I have found to be extremely valuable is to wait for the Hilton and IHG point sales to go on 100% bonus periods, and you can get the maximum amount of IHG points, maximum amount of Hilton points, and this will cost you somewhere around $1,500 to max out one of these programs, and then you can get a huge amount of hotel points that you can use for future hotel stays. And now number 25 is a new way that I just recently discovered a few weeks ago. You can actually go into your local Costco, and sometimes they will be selling gold. You can get 1 ounce little bars of gold, and they cost over $2,000 right now. And in this way, it's an expensive purchase, and you may not like the investment value of gold, but most of the time gold will hold its value or go up over time until you're ready to sell. So if you need to hit a welcome bonus on your new credit card and you have $2,000 left to go, maybe buy a little ounce of gold at your local Costco, and then you hit that welcome bonus. You have some gold, and I don't know, maybe you keep it around or maybe you sell it later on, but either way, that is a really fun way to hit a welcome bonus. And I really hope that you've enjoyed this video and kind of just help you find more ways, more creative ways to hit your welcome bonus faster. So like I've previously said in this video, if you want to sign up for any card, make sure to click the links in my description and comment down below if I missed something that was so important that you do to hit welcome bonuses. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.